Yo. Hey, yo, what's good to all my heroes and villains out there? It's your boy, LC. Guys, welcome to another episode of Heroes and Villains Collectibles. And, yo, check it out tonight. Well, today, this afternoon. We're just hanging out. There's actually a few things that I wanted to check out that I haven't had the time last week to check out at all. As in the Street Fighter trailer. And then last week we had the Avengers Doomsday over there at CinemaCon. So they did drop some information regarding that. Some plot leaks, you know what I'm saying? So these are going to be spoilers, but I can't wait, man. You know what I mean? I want to see what they got, even though I know some of the spoilers already. And then I actually wanted to check out, like I said, there's probably one official trailer, two trailers actually. There's a video game coming out that actually just came out 3 days ago on the 16th called Mouse PI for Hire. So I'm going to go ahead and check out that trailer, show you that trailer. I mean, I know exactly what it is. I'm going to actually buy the game today. I've just been busy, but I actually want to buy the game today. Later on, be on the lookout. So I will be gaming and streaming that game. But I'm excited for that one. I don't know why, you know. It just looks fun. But, yo, before we get started on anything, if it's the first time checking me out, make sure you guys go ahead, subscribe to the channel, ring that bell, and let you know when I got all types of videos coming your way. And gaming streams, unboxings, mail calls, all that good stuff. Speaking of mail calls, guys, towards the end of everything, like I said, I wanted to actually check out like 2 trailers. Then I wanted to check out the Cosmic Wonder with the Avengers plot leaks. We also have Dr. Doom versus the Council of Kangs video that was made. And then the last thing that we'll do, as you guys can see here in the thumbnail, I have a mail call. Been wanting to open this. I've been slacking. I got like already 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. This one makes 8 hot toys that I gotta go ahead and open up. I've just been busy. If it ain't one thing, it's another thing. But, alright, before we get started, make sure my audio is good. Alright, bet. Audio was good. Hope everybody's having an awesome Sunday. Alright, so, check it out, guys. First, let's go ahead and hit up the trailers. I'm actually going to put on first the trailer of the that Mouse PI for Hire. I don't know why I'm excited for that one. Ever since they announced it a few months back and it just dropped 3 days ago, I'm like, you know what? Today's the day. I'm going to go ahead, play it, stream it, all that good stuff. But like I said, there's still trailers I haven't seen. They dropped that Street Fighter trailer. I'm like, I've been slacking on that, but I just been busy. If it ain't working, it's the family life, you know? But, all right, guys. With all that said, let's just jump right into it. We're going to do the first one. Bam, here we go. First one we're going to do is the Mouse PI. Show you guys exactly what it is. I am going to be streaming it, playing it tonight. So, yeah, once I'm done with this stream, in about an hour after, because after this stream, I'm going to go ahead and change the oil in my car. So, once I'm done with that, then I'm going to jump back on stream and then do some gaming. If I do some gaming before I change the oil on my car, I'm going to tell you this, I'm not even going to change the oil on my car. Because I'm just going to forget about it. So, all right, let's go ahead and check it out right now. This is going to be the trailer for the Mouse PI for Hire. Let's check it out.
Welcome to the trap, Mouse! What a crappy lie! Some falls don't begin in the sky.
So we plant a few bombs, watch the canisters go boom.
Mine started a few weeks back. The sky was just the exit wound.
Hey, watch.
Welcome to public transit, bub.
It didn't seem like much at first. Wasn't even sure it was a case.
What you need is a big one. And this, Mr. Pepper, is the big one.
But I won't die, right? What? Something within me, I don't know, old instinct maybe, said turn back.
some solid evidence, and we'll get to the bottom of this in no time.
Tammy! Ain't you a sight for sore eyes?
Don't go count your mice just yet! They're coming! Just shut up and keep firing!
This case was more trouble than it was worth.
Jack!
But, well, trouble is what I do.
Yo, so there you have it. I guess his name is Jack Peppers. So yeah, I'm gonna wind up buying this game today. I don't know what it is about it that I really like about it. I don't know if it's because it's the whole shoot 'em up games or whatnot. Hey, what up, Sean? How's it going, brother? So yeah, so I don't know if it's the shoot 'em up or what it is, but this game just dropped 3 days ago. I'm gonna buy it today. I'm gonna be gaming on it today, so be on the lookout once we're done with the stream. Come back within like the next hour or so, and then we're gonna go ahead and I'm gonna play it online live for you guys, because it does look fun. This game does look fun for me. Are you watching WrestleMania 42? No, I'm not really into wrestling, my friend. I'm not really. You know when I used to watch wrestling? I used to watch wrestling back in the days, like the WWF. Like I'm talking about like Hulk Hogan. I'm talking about like who did I like back in the days? The Undertaker. You know what I mean? Those guys back in the days. What is it? Stone Cold Steve Austin. You know? But I was never really into it deep. It's just certain ones I would watch, you know? You have you watch WrestleMania? Yeah, no, so yeah, not really into it. But yo, I know that that's a lot of things you guys are going to be watching, so have fun with that one. But yeah, I did hear a lot of people talking about the whole WrestleMania. So you guys have fun with your favorite wrestlers, all that good stuff. You know what I mean? I'm happy for you guys. There's nothing better than something that you love coming back, and then you guys can just go ahead and, you know what I mean? I don't know how you watch it, you know what I mean? I would watch it, if it was me, I'd be like, yo, let me get me some chicken wings, maybe some pizza, you know? I mean, but now I can't do none of that. I'm actually on a diet, so I got to slow down. I've just been eating a lot of avocados, eggs, what else? A lot of chicken breasts. So yeah, just trying to stay away from anything that can make me fat. So, but yeah, be on the lookout for this. I'm gonna be gaming this games tonight, so be on the lookout for that. All right, cool. Now let's go ahead and let me look up also. Okay, the next trailer that I wanted to react to that I still have not seen, only when they did that one teaser, is the Street Fighter. Really looking forward to that teaser. Was kind of like underwhelming because I was like, man, it looks too, I don't want to say it was whack, but it looked too like, I don't know, like cosplay-ish, like man, are you serious? Like Mortal Kombat has a more serious tone, and this was like a more jokey tone when they dropped the teaser. But I'm gonna watch the trailer right now for the first time. Let's go ahead and check this baby out. Let's go. There we go. Let's do it. I hope it's good. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I got good news, y'all.
You're not a warrior anymore. You're a sideshow.
What's up, MTV? I'm Ken Masters.
This is your shot at redemption.
Were you gonna show?
The path I'm on now is not one of combat.
Maybe it's Ken's turn to be champion.
How did you find me?
I'm paid to find champions. Even if they're lost.
Good to see you, old friend.
Still reckless.
I said, hey, what's going on?
Sit down.
I said,
Everyone keeps going on about your thighs.
what's going on?
I don't see what the big deal is.
What's going on? What's going on?
I'm positive that a fireball came out of Ryu. Do it, Ryu! Perfect.
Yo, that was good. That was positive. A fireball came out of Ryu. Yo, that was good. That was much better than the that teaser trailer we had. I'll tell you that much. That was good. Yeah, it's not as serious as the Mortal Kombat, but it's not also too jokey joke. You know what I mean? I mean, it did show. I enjoyed it. You know what I mean? It looks like it's gonna be a fun ride. Listen. That's what I go to the movies for. I go to the movies to have fun and have a good time. If something is serious and it's meant to be serious, let's do it. If something is jokey, supposed to be jokey, let's do it. But look, I just want a good movie and a fun time. This looks like it can be a fun time. You know what I mean? A fun time. So yes, I am really into that. That was good. That was good. I ain't even going front. That was good. That was a better. Like I said, I was worried, man, when they dropped that first teaser. I was like, oh man, that sucked. That really sucked. All right, so yo, check it out. With that down, I want to go ahead and check out the news. We got some Doomsday real plot leaks. Okay, so spoiler warning. You've been warned. We're gonna go check out Warren over at the Cosmic Wonder. He's got the 411 of basically, you know, they did have the Marvel presentation last Thursday. So I want to see what new information was gathered out of there. Like I said, I do know some information about it, about, you know, some of the plot leaks. And let's see if they have released anything new or if it's all the same stuff. All right, so with that all down, let's go ahead and check out Warren over at the Cosmic Wonder. Make sure you guys subscribe to my boy. Let's do it.
So now that we know what the Avengers Doomsday trailer is about, since it was shown at CinemaCon, not released because we still don't have it publicly yet, but since it was shown to an audience at CinemaCon, we know what is going to happen in the trailer. And since that happened at CinemaCon, some plot leaks have been circulating around, and most of one is considered to be pretty accurate according to multiple insiders. We're going to go over some others as well throughout next week, but this one in particularly, Daniel RPK says is real. Now, that doesn't mean that all of it's real, but probably most of this is going to happen. So we're going to compare this plot leak to what we have recently learned about Avengers Doomsday due to the trailer being shown, and of course some other reports that we've gotten recently as well, and put it all into context. Now, in case this does end up being maybe all real, spoiler warning. If you don't want to know, you should click away now, but if you're here for the spoilers, let's dive into it. Some of this you might have heard before. So, Avengers Doomsday opens in NYC on Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man's Earth. He's fighting Deadpool and Wolverine, who were sent there with a planet-killing bomb built by Beast to destroy Tobey's world in order to save their own universe from an incursion. Tobey battles Hugh Jackman's Wolverine, who manages to plant the device. Wolverine stays behind when it detonates, and both he and Tobey's Spider-Man, along with everyone on Earth, are killed. Deadpool escapes and returns to his own Earth, which we see in the distance. Now, right away, I'm just going to go ahead and say, I've said this before, I think this is a misdirect. I don't think they die. I think the TVA saves them, Loki saves them, something like that. I don't think they die. I don't think they bring Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man back just to kill him off that quickly, and Hugh Jackman's Wolverine as well. I don't think they do that. We'll wait and see. Unless they're variants, unless Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man is a variant, then they don't kill them, and they're not killing Hugh Jackman's Wolverine. But
also, something I heard as well, like let's say in the beginning of the movie that does happen, that they die. I heard that characters in this movie that don't have a lot of screen time are gonna get more screen time in Avengers Secret Wars. So let's say in the beginning of the movie they supposedly die. Let's say, but they get saved by the TVA, right? Let's say. So since they didn't get any screen time, we didn't see them at all in the movie except for the beginning of the movie. That means that they survived and they're gonna come back in Avengers Secret Wars, which would make sense because if you guys know the comic books, let's say Doom turns into God Emperor Doom, wipes everybody's memory when he does his own universe, and only certain people that are in the raft. I don't think they're gonna do the raft here. I think it's going to wind up being what is it? The Void. You know what I mean? The the Void where you seen if you've seen Loki, you know they send you to the Void. So like where Deadpool and Wolverine, you know. So I'm thinking they're going to send them there, and then or maybe that's where Doom does his God Emperor Doom. That's where we have Secret Wars at. You know what I mean? But I also heard that Cassie Lang, which is Ant-Man's daughter, is going to play a part in this movie in the sense where we saw Ant-Man in the Quantum Realm. So since we saw them go into not Ant-Man Quantum Ant-Man and Quantumania when they went to the Quantum Realm, so I heard that they need Cassie Lang, and she's going to, instead of us having the raft like in the comic books, where anybody that was in the raft, when Doom makes his new world, the people in the raft know the truth of what happens. And then the people that were not in the raft are the ones that think that Dr. Doom was always God Emperor Doom, and how it is, it's always how it was. But the people in the raft were the ones that know the truth. So instead of us having a raft, I'm thinking maybe Cassie Lang, everybody, whoever she saves and goes into the quantum realm, they will survive, not having their mind wiped. And then when we get to Secret Wars, they'll come out of the quantum, either the quantum and those that went into the TVA, let's say, will come back, and then they'll know exactly what happened, and then they'll have to try to change everybody's memory, like, you know, like try to convince everybody that this is not how it was, that they're being manipulated. You know what I mean? But in the comic books, we had the raft. In the movies, we might have the TVA or the quantum realm to keep everybody with their memory intact. So, but yeah, let's keep it going.
Then it says Charles Xavier watches the destroyed world below with sadness, but they had no choice. This is very interesting because in the trailer that they showed for Avengers Doomsday at CinemaCon, we have heard that there's a scene where Professor Xavier is talking about there's something coming that they cannot deter, and he watches something kind of go up in flames in the background. Now, some people who were there say that this is him watching an incursion happen. So that would line up with what we have just seen. And it also states in this plot leak and other reports as well that the X-Men have been through many different incursions. And the trailer that they showed really seems to point to that. They've dealt with incursions before the Avengers show up, and it seems like they've dealt with quite a few already because they have a system that's in place to destroy the other Earth, therefore saving their Earth. So, you know, Charles Xavier watches the destroyed world below with sadness, of course, but they had no choice. Of course, it's pretty much them or us is pretty much the thinking behind that. And it can't be both. You can't just let both universes be destroyed. So when it comes down to it, they're choosing themselves, which you know, can you really blame them? Hard choice, but can you really blame them? Then we get some new things that I think is going to also be included in the Avengers Endgame re-release, but we'll wait and see on that. It says, we then cut to Tony's funeral. Steve speaks with some of the heroes, including Ant-Man, before returning the stones. Now, we've heard that they are going to add some scenes in Avengers Endgame. Some say it might just be a post-credit scene, but the Russos did say Doomsday picks up basically right where Avengers Endgame left off. So it would make sense that they show a little bit, but also I would expect to see some of this in the Endgame re-release to maybe have some other scenes in Avengers Doomsday maybe cut down on time for Doomsday. But regardless, it is going to connect to Steve going back in time and Tony Stark's funeral. Steve speaks with some of the heroes, including Ant-Man. Now, we have just recently heard from the trailer that they've shown Ant-Man is with the rest of the Avengers when they all meet the Fantastic Four. So Ant-Man's going to be back and he's going to be a big part of this. And I'm curious to know if he's going to share anything that happened in Quantumania with the rest of the group. Is he going to share this guy who apparently has destroyed universes? Or is he going to think that this guy is Doctor Doom, but he knows his name is Kang? Really curious to see how they're going to handle that. And I really do think they need to just say that Doom took care of Kang. And that would make Ant-Man even more terrified because he knows how terrifying Kang is. Again, I have to wait and see on that. But then it says that Steve goes back after talking to some of the heroes and chooses to stay with Peggy. They have a son, Jim, which we've heard. One day, Loki visits them. This is before the Loki season 2 finale. This part's really interesting. He tells Steve about the TVA and warns him that they will soon prune this timeline because Steve was never meant to live there or have a son. Loki offers them a way out. He can take them to a universe where they don't exist and can live in peace, the Fantastic Four's universe. Before leaving, Loki gives Steve a special card to contact him. Steve and his family live there in the Fantastic Four's universe for 10 years. We then see Dr. Doom visiting Sue and Franklin. They clearly know each other. Doom says he has come to speak with Reed. He warns him about the incursions and reveals their universe is next. He proposes a plan, but they must travel with him to Earth 616. Doom also asks Reed whether it's possible for someone else to be living in their universe that's not from their universe. They scan the planet and discover an anomaly, Steve and his family. Now, this part I've always found very interesting because how would Dr. Doom know to go to the 616 universe? How would he know to kind of search for somebody that might not supposed to be in his universe? Really interesting. Now, we've heard that Dr. Doom is building a device that is supposed to be able to stop incursions. It goes wrong, it blows up, it scars him, kills his family. And the reason he was building that device is because he has seen that an incursion is basically coming for his planet, his Earth. And he'll eventually go on to blame Steve Rogers for that. Since Steve was in that universe and not supposed to be there, it brought on an incursion. That's important for later. But how does Doom know to go to 616? Well, this is where I think the report about the Library of Worlds comes into play. We heard a report that Doom is going to find the Library of Worlds, which is a place that exists outside of space and time. And from there, he can basically look into any universe and look into their past as well. So perhaps he was there and looking into a bunch of different universes and looking into their past, and that's how he knows to specifically go to that universe. And I think he probably is searching for the Scarlet Witch. If he's seeking her powers, I think he's searching for her. But again, that's another, we'll have to wait and see. So they confront Steve, who recognizes them because obviously they're Fantastic Four famous and he's been living there for a decade. They explain the incursions and they ask Steve to actually go with them to the universe where he's from and help. And he has to help convince the Avengers to trust Doom's plan. They travel there and Steve successfully persuades the heroes to listen. Next, they visit the X-Men universe, but the X-Men are hostile. Now, this past part, this is proven true by the trailer, right? The Fantastic Four meet Dr. Doom, they meet with the new Avengers, and Steve is there, and that's the part where he even says, "Hey pal," to Thor. And Thor is there as well. And we've heard that Steve and Thor are actually going to be the two main characters of this movie, with the exception of Dr. Doom, because of course, this movie really is about Dr. Doom. So then they go to the X-Men universe, but the X-Men are hostile. They've survived multiple incursions, and they don't trust anyone. They assume the MCU heroes and the Fantastic Four have come to destroy them and attack. Reed and Doom explains their solution to build massive cannons on each Earth that will permanently separate the universes and stop the incursions. They will split into teams and each one will go to another Earth to place a cannon there. Now, I just want to say recently Alex Perez came out and he stated that Monica Rambeau, who is stuck in the Fox X-Men universe, is the key to peace between the two different teams. So like I mentioned before, since they've been through so many incursions, they obviously expect, hey, if people from another universe show up, they're here to destroy our universe and kill us so theirs can live. So they fight right away, but Monica's there. She's going to recognize her friends, recognize the heroes of Earth 616, and she's going to say, hey, wait, I don't think they're here to kill it. I know these people. And then they have a conversation and they explain, hey, I know you've been dealing with incursions, but guess what? The whole multiverse is going to collapse if we don't come together to stop it, right? We can save our 3 worlds, but we have to work together.
Yo, I wonder if Captain Marvel is going to be there. Like, it would make sense if Captain Marvel was there because of the way that the Marvels ended. Like, I don't think the Avengers know who she is. You know what I'm saying? Like, we've never seen her interact with the Avengers before. Only with Miss Marvel and Captain Marvel. So it would make a shitload of sense that, yeah, she's going to know who the Avengers are, but they're not going to know who she is because she didn't get her powers until WandaVision, and then you didn't see her again until the Marvels. You know, but she's going to know who Thor is, Captain America. She's going to know who the heroes are because she had just done seen them. But it would make a lot more sense if Captain Marvel was there, because then that's the one person that can be like, oh, I know this person, it's Monica Rambeau. And Monica be like, oh, man, that's my homegirl, Captain Marvel. You know what I'm saying? So it would make a lot of sense that Captain Marvel would be there. That's how I would do it. It just makes sense. They don't know who Rambeau is. So she's going to come out, they're going to, I don't know. But it would make sense for Captain Marvel to be there to save her friend, because I'm sure she's been trying to figure out a way to go to the other universe and get her friend out of there.
And apparently they are convinced to do so. And then it states, meanwhile, Steve tells Thor he met a Loki who is still alive. Thor asks Steve to take him to him. Using Loki's card, they locate the TVA, but when they arrive, everyone is dead, and Loki has had his heart ripped out. They realize Doom is responsible. I would not be surprised if this is an illusion by Loki. The ending kind of makes it a little okay, but I still wouldn't be surprised if this was an illusion, because I think Loki sees Doom coming. And maybe in preparation for Doom, he's gathering his own special team behind the scenes, and that's how he saves Toby and Wolverine and others, Tom Holland, Andrew Garfield, Spider-Man. We'll have to wait and see, but I really wouldn't be surprised if this is just a trick by Loki. But Steve goes back to confront Doom, who reveals his true plan to allow the incursions to happen so he can rebuild the multiverse in his own image and resurrect his dead family. He takes Steve to his castle in Latveria on his Earth, and there Steve meets Doom's followers, masked witches. One of them impersonates Peggy to manipulate him. We've also heard, and it's not really mentioned in this leak, but we've also heard that the Scarlet Witch is a masked follower of Doom as well, and Doctor Strange. Doom reveals that Steve's presence in their universe is what triggered their incursion, because he didn't belong there. It also led to the death of Doom's family because of what I mentioned before, the experiment that he tried, which failed and killed his family, and now forces him to wear a mask. As revenge, Doom kills Steve's son in front of him. Now this, I believe, is what everybody's been talking about recently when they state that this movie is going to be incredibly dark. I know there are some people out there who know what happened with the test screening that Marvel Studios recently had for the film. And basically after that test screening came out, the following days, people have been speaking out and been saying this movie is going to be dark. This is that specific scene I believe that everybody is talking about, which makes this movie so dark.
Hey, really quick, guys. This scene right here, we've probably seen the Fantastic Four movie a bunch of times, right? This bottom photo is when they did the Steve Rogers trailer for Doomsday, when they did it behind the Avatar movies, or in front of the Avatar movies. But this scene up top is 10 years later. We didn't know at the time, but this is from the Fantastic Four movie. When they're showing the Fantastic Four and how they became, and you got people watching them on the TV, it cuts to this scene right here. Now, we didn't notice it before, but if you stop and think right now, look at this dude right here. With the whole thing, the checkered shirt, okay? This dude literally looks like it's the back of Captain America's head. Steve Rogers. Okay? Chris Evans. Doesn't that look like the back of Chris Evans? And then you add 10 years from this moment. Now you have a 10-year-old boy there with him, his son. So they were putting Easter eggs without us even knowing beforehand that Chris Evans' Steve Rogers was in the Fantastic Four universe, and they showed him in the Fantastic Four universe with his son. We only saw the back of their heads. We didn't see the front of them. So this is Steve Rogers inside of the Fantastic Four movie with his son, but we only was able to see the back shot.
Now, ultimately, it might be okay, and you'll see what I mean in just a second, but I mean, it is dark, and it's going to be hard for Steve. Doom announces that the Avengers are coming, and Latveria prepares for war. The Fantastic Four, the Avengers, and the X-Men unite and march on Latveria. Thor prays to Odin, who sends an army from Valhalla to join the battle. A massive war erupts as the Earths begin to collide. Eventually, the universes crash into each other and are destroyed, killing everyone except for Doom, and it's revealed that he stole Loki's powers. Using them, he creates Battleworld, resurrects everyone, and erases their memories. They believe Battleworld is all that has ever existed. We see them living new lives in this false reality. Doom sits on his throne as the Emperor of Battleworld. Now, I know some insiders are saying that this is accurate, but I don't think the ending there actually is going to be pretty accurate. I think at least not to a full extent, because I think the Scarlet Witch is going to be involved. I think Sentry is going to be involved. I don't think it's just him taking Loki's powers to create a new Earth. I think it's him taking a lot of people's powers over time. Throughout the course of Avengers Doomsday, he's going to take multiple people's powers and ultimately become God Emperor Doom to be able to create Battleworld. I don't think he gets that just from Loki. And there's a lot that seems to be left out here, but as far as a lot of what is in here, it seems like most of this is gonna be pretty true for Avengers Doomsday. Now, for a movie that right now is rumored to be 3 hours and 45 minutes long, this isn't actually that much, but this is a decent idea of what we're gonna see happen in Avengers Doomsday. Again, some of it I think might go a little bit differently, and they have done reshoots lately, but we'll have to wait and see. There's supposed to be a big twist in the film. Nobody's really mentioned the big twist. Maybe it's he thinks he killed Loki, but he's actually alive. It was illusion. Who knows? We'll wait and see. But in the meantime, let me know what you think about this in the comments down below. If this happens in Doomsday, will you like it? Will this satisfy you? Let me know. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe so you don't miss out on any of the latest.
There you guys have it. Shouts out to Warren over at the Cosmic Wonder. Make sure you guys subscribe to him. Let him know your boy LC sent you guys over there. I mean, yo, the dude knows his stuff. You know what I mean? He's got the insight. He's got the 411. He's got the connects. But, yo, that was amazing. Like, some of it I already knew. Some of it is new information. It's just going to be, yo, you kill Steve Rogers' son, that's going to be dark. That's going to be... You know that they did come out with the reactions, right? There are some people that saw this movie and they said it was fun, it was exciting, you cried, and they said that you're going to leave this movie in silence. You know what I mean? Now I'm like, yo, you're leaving in silence. I'm like, that means that, yo, Doom kills a lot of people, and you know, it's not a happy movie. You know what I mean? It's like Infinity War, where everybody got the snap, everybody turned into dust, and then the movie just ended right there. It just ended right there. So I'm sure that ending could be, you know, Dr. Doom could be the God Emperor Doom, sit on the throne. Next thing you know, boom, he builds Battleworld and the movie's over. Now we gotta wait till Secret Wars. So it could just be like that, but I don't know, man. I don't know. I'm excited, I'll tell you that much. But yo, all right, guys, check it out. One more reaction I wanted to make. Somebody dropped Dr. Doom versus the Council of Kangs, like a battle, like Dr. Doom beating all of the Kangs. So I don't know how the hell he did it, but I wanted to go ahead and check that out. Someone actually sent this one to me. They're like, hey, did you see this? And I'm like, I did read the title. I'm like, hell no. I'm like, I gotta do a reaction to it. So let's go ahead and check it out right now. This is going to be the reaction, or I can't even say the trailer, to the Dr. Doom beating the Council of Kangs. Let's go ahead and check this baby out right now. I'm excited for this one. Let's see. This is the last thing we saw when they did in the end credit scene of Ant-Man and the Quantum Mania. So let's see what this is all about.
The exiled one has fallen. The one who called himself He Who Remains no longer guards the flow of time. Our shadows recede. And now, the multiverse shall behold its true sovereign. Kill him!
What have you done?
I removed the noise. Where is it?
It's no longer under our control. A throne beyond time.
Give me a name.
Loki. I can help you.
I don't think so.
Still staying up late gaming solo? With Hacko AI, get the ultimate companion for your playtime.
Holy moly. That was crazy. That was crazy, yo. Yo, imagine they did something like that in the movie. I mean, so what? Let me ask you, man. So they're not gonna ever mention Kang at all in the movie? Like, there should be like a scene where Kang is, I don't know. There's so many Kangs. There's so many Kangs. That scene would be dope if, obviously this is like, I'm guessing this was AI, but this scene right there would be dope if they did it like in a movie, and you know what I mean. But that shit was dope right there. It just shows you literally how strong Dr. Doom was, and he didn't even do nothing. Oh, snaps, yo. Holy moly. Yo, I'm not gonna lie, yo. Like that that got me hyped up. But yo, check it out. With all that down, one last thing that I wanted to do. Which I wanted to leave for the end, was the mail call. Like I said, this is the 8th. I got 7 boxes right there. This is the 8th Hot Toy box that I need to do an unboxing to. It's like every time I'm like, you know what, I'm going to do an unboxing today. Then something happens and either a new Hot Toy comes in that I got to do a mail call for. Or like today, for instance, later on, after this stream, in like about an hour or so, I'm going to jump on and do a gaming stream of what is it? The Mouse PI? Whatever was it that he was called? The, oh man, what was the name of that game? Mouse PI for Hire. So yeah, that black and white game, I'm looking forward to that one. Just dropped 3 days ago, like I told you guys. So definitely gonna play that one today on stream. But all right, with all that down, check it out, guys. Now it's time to go ahead and do the mail call. so I can see which hot toy came in. I'll be honest, all I know is that it's a Marvel hot toy, because I mean I only buy Marvel hot toys, right? But I've been having so much on pre-order that I don't even know which ones come in. You know, like I got the Deadpool one, the Captain America, not the Captain America, the Iron Man Mark V, believe it or not, I still have to open up. I got the Doctor Doom, which I still have to open up. Iron Spider-Man, the Scarlet Witch, Andrew Garfield Spider-Man, and then the anti-venom suit, the white suit from Spider-Man 2, the video game. So I gotta open those up, and now we have this one here. Let's go ahead and check it out. Let's see what came in. Let's see what came in this time. All right. But this one here makes 8 boxes now that I have to go ahead and unbox. And I have space. 2, 4, 6, 8, 9. You got like 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. I got room for like about 16, 17 hot toys. So, the space is there. Alright, so let's see what came in this time. And it says, oh, snaps. Okay. Yo, I really enjoyed this movie. I am happy that they are going to do a part 2 of this movie, but it's not going to happen until the next phase, after Secret Wars. But they already came out when they did the Marvel presentation, and they said that there is a fight scene between Shang-Chi and Gambit. And Gambit is one of my favorite X-Men characters. You know what I mean? AKA Channing Tatum coming back to play the role. So now I got the Shang-Chi. Gonna be dope. You know? Let's go ahead and check it out. Let's pop this open. Yeah, there's, like I said, there's already a few of them, a few hot toys that are already supposed to be sent my way. So I'm like, at this point, I don't even look at which ones come in when I get the notification. I'm like, you know what? I'll just be surprised when it comes in. I'm not even gonna look at the email. I'll just see it when it comes in. But yo, I'm not gonna lie to you guys too. I've been wanting to get this one for a while. Now I'm debating if, because originally I wanted to get him, right, with Wenwu, which is his father. Who knows if I still might get it? Maybe. But the reason for it is because that scene where, you know, they throw the 10 rings at each other, and Shang-Chi has his 10 rings out, and his father got the 10 rings out. You know what I mean? Well, 5 and 5, and the rings are touching. You can do that pose with them. You know what I mean? So Shang-Chi has that. Let's see how he looks like. Let's see here. See right here, you can see the rings on the side. You got the rings right here. You got the other rings on the other side right here. So you could, you know what I mean, do that same scene like in the movie, right? But now I'm thinking, if we have a battle between Shang-Chi and Gambit, you know, in all of my hot toys, I got them doing something. Like, you know, Green Goblin versus Spider-Man. They're not just standing regular, regular pose, just standing up straight. No, I got them doing something. You know what I mean? So maybe I can have the Shang-Chi versus Gambit. You know what I mean? That would be dope. Now, who knows? I'm sure they'll probably make a new Shang-Chi, like with the, through the Avengers, what is it? Doomsday movie, they could. And then they'll have that Shang-Chi. And I'm sure they'll have, we still need a Gambit. They haven't even dropped Gambit since the Deadpool and Wolverine movie. Okay? But I need the Gambit figure, because if that's the case, now I think I'm like, forget getting the Wenwu, because I only wanted the Wenwu to go versus his son to do that pose of them fighting each other with the rings. But I can use that same pose with Shang-Chi with a pose of Gambit throwing his cards. You know what I mean? And that would be dope. Like I like to do that to my Hot Toys. I like them to do something. I don't like the regular museum pose. I like to have my Hot Toys doing something that when you look at it, you're like, oh yeah, that scene right there, that look is from this part of the movie. You know what I mean? So yeah, looks dope. But yo, there you go. Check it out. I know it's a little dark, but another future unboxing to look out for, which is dope. He has a lot of rings. He got a set of rings right there, rings right there, the rings right here on his arm. Okay. And I like the outfit. It's obviously comic book accurate with the black pants, with the dragon scale shirt, red shirt, you know what I mean? So, yeah. And for those of you guys that don't know, Shang-Chi, when they created Shang-Chi in the Marvel Comics, he is Marvel's version of Bruce Lee. They said, how can we integrate Bruce Lee in the Marvel universe, in the comic books? They said, we got it. And then they came out with Shang-Chi. So Shang-Chi is supposed to be a version of Bruce Lee. Just a little history if you guys didn't know. So, but there you have it, guys. Brand new Shang-Chi Hot Toy number 8 to add to the collection, which brings it down to like 17 Hot Toys. I think this one makes 17 Hot Toys now that I have total. So the collection just keeps growing and growing and growing. You know what I mean? But hey, as long as I got room for it, let's go. Alright? But there you have it, guys. Hey, be on the lookout for when I finally start doing the unboxings to these Hot Toys. Already 8 boxes that I gotta do. So be on the lookout for that. Unless I wind up getting some more in the mail that come before I can even start opening these up. Okay? Also, be on the lookout in like an hour or so. I'm gonna be back on live stream. We're gonna be live streaming the game of the Mouse PI for Hire. I'm looking forward to that game. Want to start shooting some. You know, I love these shoot 'em up games. So especially this one. I don't know what drew me to it. Where it just looks fun. The whole cartoon version of it. The whole, you know, like Mickey Mouse thing of it. I don't know. Even though it ain't Mickey Mouse. You know what I mean? I think. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to that. But there you have it, guys. There you have it. Check it out. If you guys like what you've seen and you're new to the channel, do me a solid. Make sure you guys go ahead, subscribe to the channel, ring that bell. It'll let you know when I have all types of videos, gaming streams, live streams, unboxings, all that good stuff coming your way. Alright? So, also, if you guys want to check out the rest of the collection, whether it's the rest of the Hot Toys, photos, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle figures, the Lego builds, make sure you guys follow us at Heroes and Villains Collectibles on Instagram. Okay? So, with all that being said, guys, I appreciate each and every one of you guys. This was dope. This was awesome. This has been another episode of Heroes and Villains Collectibles. I'm your boy, LC. Until next time, guys. Peace.